Hi guys, Jeff here, and in this video, welcome to a Daily Dose of Jeff. So in this video here, this video is for you guys that are paying and have always paid for a lawn service like I have before 2 years ago, and you've never serviced your lawn on your own and you're totally lost. You really are tired of paying the ridiculous fees and just not getting the results that you want from like True Green or any other service. This video is for you. This is going to get you going. I'm going to keep making videos to help, homeowners, lawn owners out. So let me tell you quick about my story. This way you can relate, and together we could start restoring your lawn like I have mine. So let's take a look at my lawn. All right, this is still recovering from major grub damage. All my life, I've paid somebody to come out and do it, but I just had so much trouble finding someone good. Then the last person that took care of my lawn just quit on me, and I didn't know anything about grubs, and the grub control never got down. And in one season without grub control, I don't know if you could see all the potholes here. I'll point to one. See where the water's hitting? There's potholes all over. My lawn was destroyed by one season of no grub X down. And I was like, what in the world? I mean, this lawn now looks nothing like it did 2 years ago. Really a year and a half. I mean, I just decided to go on YouTube and learn and do things myself. And boy, am I glad I did. So if you're in the same boat as me, I want you to stay with me. I'll be glad to answer any questions. Any way I can help you whatsoever. Start to become your own lawn expert, if you will. I'm not an expert. I'm not going to claim to be, but I sure have learned a ton over these last 2 years. Mostly from Ryan, Nord, the Lawn Care Nut, and Doc. They were my three biggest. I've studied hundreds and thousands of hours of video. I've used tons and tons of product, and I absolutely love it now. My lawn has never looked this good, ever. So let's start off and let's explain what I'm doing here. So first thing you're going to want to do is go out, and I got these on Amazon, 2 for $40. These jugs here, these sprayers, which are fantastic. So you're going to need to spend some money on supplies. I am not going to say that this is going to be inexpensive. You will save money in the long haul. But up front, you're going to spend a little bit of money. So what did I buy? I bought, obviously, a hose. And get some of these jugs here on Amazon. And I'm going to back up here and do another spot. Stuck on a tree here. But anyway, what I want you to go out and do is, Okay, so the first thing you're going to need to identify is your grass type. And no, you don't need to be no science major to do this. Really, you just need to think about where you live. And from there, you can pretty much identify what you need to do. So, there are two types of grass. There's cool season and there's warm season. All right. So, I live in Pennsylvania. Anybody that lives above Georgia, in that area, you're probably going to be cool season grass. So right now I'm just wetting here. You're going to be cool season. If you are Georgia and below, Texas, you're going to be warm season grass, and there are a little bit of differences. We don't need to get into all that right now. So first big thing is understand your grass types. Cool season, warm season. There's your terminology. I'm in Pennsylvania, cool season. So a little bit different types, and we're not even going to get into all the grass types and all that stuff. I don't want you to get freaked out. This is not hard to do, guys. 2 years ago, I knew nothing about lawns. And now I am servicing my lawn and helping a lot of people out. And they are all very thankful. And I save a lot of money. All right, so what are you going to want to do first? First, you got to identify cool season, warm season. Now you got that done. You want to look at the time of the year. all right, for cool season grass. And I'm going to focus on that because I do not live in a warm season grass climate. So if you're a warm season grass user, you're not going to get a lot out of this. And I refer you over to the Lawn Care Nut. Go look at him. I've gotten away from Doc's videos. I don't know if you know How to Doc. He is just a salesman and sell. And I spent money on his products. And to be honest, the products off the store shelf at Lowe's and all that are just as good. I don't see many different results here. But there is one product I do buy from Doc, and I want you to buy it. Again, this is going to be a once a year purchase. So you're going to have a few once a year purchases going on. Now, what is the month of the year? This is really, really big. So you got to learn with cool season grass, there are going to be 3 important times. 2 where you're going to take action. 1 where you're the summer, you really don't want to do anything. You want to pack in all your vitamins for the lawn during the beginning of the season. So you're looking at early March into April, May, which it is right now. It's mid-May for me. And I am preparing and loading up the lawn with goodies. All right now I'm going to turn this on. This is called Hydratane. And what this is going to do, I'm going to lightly put this down, and this is going to reduce the watering up to 50%. I'm going to do this 2 times a year. I'm going to start now in mid-May. I'm going to hit it again in a few months, and this is going to, these chemicals are going to actually suck in water from the air and reduce watering by 50%. And not everybody has a million hours to go out and sit here and water your lawn, especially when the rainy season's over. My lawn is going to be green while everybody else is just going to start to turn brown. And it's all because of Hydratane. You don't have to put this down. Right now I put down a quick application. Now I put it on water only, and I'm going to soak it in. You have to soak it into the ground. But anyway, back to where we're at, our beginner's lesson. And you've identified your type of grass. If you're cool season, you are really going to want to start to take action early March when it first breaks the weather, and you're going to get out there and you're going to rake. You're going to rake and get your grass just to break up, loosen up, and just light raking and start off that way. Then you're going to put your first application down. Now, I went out and got Scott's Triple Action this year. And I put that down mid-March, and yeah, we still had some frosty days, and the frost came back even though the weather was good, and that's fine. Triple Action, get that down as your first thing. Mid-March, late March is fine. You know, even if you want to go early April, that's fine. The first thing you're going to do, that first application is going to be food and protection. So the 2 big things with lawns are food and protection. And you got a couple different types of protection, and you got a little bit of choices for food, but you can go out and get Scott's Triple Action. And what the terminology is throwing down, and you're going to throw that down. So another thing you're going to have to get at Lowe's is a spreader. Go get yourself a $60 spreader. I prefer the Scott's Elite spreader. You don't have to get that. Scott's makes a smaller spreader depending on your lawn size. And I also have a Earthway spreader, but you're going to want to go get yourself a spreader. Just go to Lowe's, and I think the one that I recommend for Scott's is the $60 model. There's also a $40 model, which is a little smaller, but I have half an acre, so go get yourself a spreader. Go get yourself Scott's Triple Action. You can even put it down right now. This is mid-May. If you're cool season, get your Triple Action down. So the 2 things are lawn food, and the other thing is protection from weeds. So these are the 2 basic types of things you want to get down before that summer hits. The summer is what we are preparing for, because your grass is going to go dormant. It's going to hibernate, if you will, and it is going to use the nutrients that we packed into it in March, April, and May. So we got to prepare for that big summer coming up, and I'm going to give you a lot of tips on how to do that. First thing we do is we get down to Scott's Triple Action. Okay, that's going to cover your dandelions and clovers for cool season grass. And another biggie is the crabgrass. And so Triple Action covers all that. And it supplies your grass with that first dose of food, which you want to get down right away. Then you're going to start mowing. We're going to go in 1 month intervals. So wherever you start with the Triple Action in 30 days, you are going to get back out there. And this time, you're just going to do lawn food. Lawn food. We're not going to do any protection. So you've already thrown your protection down. And now you just want to add food. You want to feed it. Again, we're packing all the nutrients and vitamins in, preparing for that summer. And I want you to go out and you can pretty much choose any package that you see that says just lawn food or fertilizer. Don't need to get into specifics. If you really are scared about what to buy, go out and get Scott's Step 2. Scott has a 4-step program, and the first one is almost identical to what I do. The first one's going to be food and protection. Another name for that may be pre-emergent. And then the second one's going to be lawn food. So you can go out and get Scott's Step 2. And another thing you're going to want to do is identify how much lawn you have. So usually you can break it down into square feet. There's applications out there on the internet. Yard Mastery has one where you can actually draw out your house using their GPS system and get an idea, or ask your neighbors, how many square feet do you have? I have roughly 10 to 12,000 square feet. An acre is 40,000 square feet. So of actual lawn, I usually get a bag that covers 10 to 12,000 and I'm good of whatever I'm throwing down. So here's your mission for today. You first of all make the great decision not to pay anybody. Then I want you to go out and get Scott's Triple Action. That's going to be the first thing every year you're going to throw down. Make sure that you get enough. You don't have to be so, detail oriented with how much you put down. Just follow the label and get close enough. Then you're going to go get lawn food a month later. And then that's going to lead us up to our last. So you should be putting 3 applications down before we get into that summer. And I'm going to teach you the third one after we get the first 2 down. So this is just to get you started, to take you up through March, April, into May. And I'm going to teach you some other things what to do after there. But we want to get the Scott's Triple Action down, and we want to get the lawn food down. That should take you about 3 months worth to get you going and really set you up wonderfully for the upcoming summer. If you want to, right around now is a perfect time, cool season owners, to go get Hydratain, Hydratain. And if I remember, I'll put links in the description for you. Hydratain, and we are going to soak that into the ground as well. As you can see, right now I put down, I just did this 1 or 2 times that I covered the small area, and then after that I'm soaking it in. This is all water, and I'm just soaking this in, and this will really come back to pay off big, especially in June and July when my grass is green and everybody else is browning out. They're going to wonder, how's Jeff's grass staying green? Well, it's Hydratain. It's going to sit in there for 3 months, and it's going to pull water out of the air. I don't know how exactly the science behind it, but I've never used it before. I've seen lots and lots of videos, so this is the first time for me doing this. And I want you to get used to, breaking out of your shell and conquering your fears and doing things on your own. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it's wonderful and save you some money in the long run. And not only that, you're going to start earning respect from people in the neighborhood. You're going to earn respect from your peers, family, and you're going to feel good when you see the great results. I look out at my lawn. I cannot believe what it looks like. I'm going to see if I can dig up some before videos, but my goodness, the grubs. And if you don't know what a grub is, it's a Japanese beetle in its baby stage. and they live under the ground. They come up, they're sometimes called June bugs, and they come up in June, the month of June, and they start hatching under the ground. And you have to put down an application of Grub-X. That is another thing that I should have mentioned to go buy. I've already done that. I've put down 1 bag of Grub-X, and you're going to want to get that in the month of May before those eggs start to hatch. So Grub-X, that you can find at Lowe's. I want you to go get Scott's Triple Action. I want you to go buy yourself a spreader. I'm assuming you have a hose, and that's going to get you going. I want you Triple Action, Grub-X, and if you want to go ahead and buy step 2, that's going to be another month from now, from when you start. But at least go out and get the Triple Action and the Grub-X. And you want that Grub-X in right around May 1st in that area for cool season lawns. If you do not, I am telling you, those grubs will destroy your lawn. They'll eat the roots when the eggs start to hatch getting into June and July, like it did to me 2 years ago. And my lawn, I am still paying dearly for it as I'm restoring and patching, and I'll go through a lot of the different things that I've done and learned. So that's it for today, guys. If you have any questions, please put them down and I will try to get to them. I really want to help you to break out of your shell, become your own lawn guy, and start learning. Go watch videos. I want you to look at the Lawn Care Nut, Alan Hayes, I believe his name is, and start watching all of his videos. Keep in mind that he lives in a warm season area, but he does quite often talk about cool season grass. That's the guy you want to listen to and follow. You can also look up Ryan Knorr, Knorr, and Ryan lives in a cool season climate, and he has a lot of good videos out there. But again, they start to get really technical, and that's not what I'm trying to do right now, is to freak you out. I want to keep it basic, that you can do this and become successful, and you will be taking care of your lawn the rest of your life like I plan to do. Thanks, everybody. Hope to hear from you, and good luck. See ya.